Let's say a business is not in trouble, but wants to grow and scale. They're profitable. In terms of expectations, how do people set their goals? I'm profitable. I'm making $1 million a year and I want to get to $10 million a year. How do you get your head wrapped around reality against fantasy, and how do you scale your business? And at what point is it capped at, scale, right? How do you advise there?
Well, the general thing I look for is, first of all, it's not just a measurement of money. I also want to measure the time that the owner is spending in the business first. So when you ask if the guy's making money, okay, is he working 100 hours a week? Is he divorced? Did he miss his child's graduation? I'm one of the few entrepreneurs I know that's still married. And a lot of it is because they don't realize that a poor work-life balance is going to take away maybe something that they're working for, like a good marriage, a good relationship with a family member or something. Just because you're making money doesn't mean that you have a good work-life balance. So that would be the first thing. The second thing is, if you were disabled for 3 months, would you still have a business? Like if you just suddenly decided to call into the office and say, hey guys, I just decided I'm going to take 3 months off and I'm going to go to Europe. So take care of everything while I'm gone. Okay, goodbye. Can you do that? Would you still have a business when you got back? Okay, so those are some of the areas. So if you're making cash flow, okay, well, who would buy your business is the next question. What's it worth right now? A lot of business owners find out that nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, would want to buy their business. Why? Because it's really not a business. They're working all the time. It's a job. And it's the worst job in the world because you're working for a lunatic. I mean, who in the world doesn't like to go home at 5? But as a business owner, you don't get to go home at 5. You're probably working on weekends. When's the last time you took a vacation with a family? Can you do that? So just making money is not enough. The other thing is, a lot of the people that make money tend to be a little bit too greedy. They take too much money out of the business and they don't have enough cash on hand in case something really bad happens. They got it all in assets and then they get in trouble. The next COVID shutdown comes down. So there's a lot to look at. Growing a business, let's say that's in a spot like that, what we're going to look at is what's the value of the business. When we take on a client, the first thing that we do is a business valuation immediately. We also do a benchmark of 13 key performance indicators and compare that business to everyone else in their industry. So by doing that, we can figure out areas that need improvement. So if they're in the bottom 20th percentile, our report prints it out in red, because that's absolutely something that they should be at least be in the middle or in the top area. If in their top area, in their top 20th percentile, we put that out in green, because those are strengths that can be exploited to dominate a marketplace. You got to make hay while the sun is shining. If things are going well in the business, you exploit that. You make your profits, you make your windfall profits when you can, because they become savings, they become capital that can be used for a number of things. The primary thing is to grow the business. And if you can't think of a better use of the money than growing the business than that, then and only then do you do a dividend to the business owners and shareholders. Sometimes you can do both.